everybody. Welcome back. It's Fandom Fights. We're here. It is the singles title match. We have Nick Twohig, reigning champion, going up against faction mate, friend, Mark Menchaca. Very excited for this match. Cameron Holtzman's here to co-host it with me. Cameron, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, a lot of other people who might have helped co-host this are in Iowa.
Yep.
And I couldn't fly there because the world sucks. So I was very free. But no, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a very good match.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. Mark has been playing extremely well in both teams and singles, showing that he is a very dominant force in fandom and in trivia in general. And then on the other side of things, you have Nick Twohig, who has been the champ since Mayhem last year when he won the belt off of Scully, and has been playing at the top of his game since. So it's going to be really interesting to see. It's kind of like an old versus new, but Nick is still kind of new. It's weird. It's strange, but I'm very excited because both guys are great at what they do. I'm excited to see it, and let's go talk to them in whatever's about to happen right now.
So, Mark, I'm not managing you. You're going to have to take on this psychopath by yourself. Listen, I think he's locked himself away. I haven't seen him in months. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen him in months. I think his beard's gotten really long. But last time, I had a conversation with him, I hadn't seen his face. He was growling. So, I'm pretty sure he was watching a Star Trek movie. So just go in there, answer questions. If you answer more questions than him for more point value, you could be champion. Now, if you fail to do that, you're going to lose to Nick Twohig, and that's half the league here. So you join a company. You know what? Make it to round 5, and you'll have fun. You'll join an elite group that didn't get to go to round 5. So. Answer bets, put some bets on the board, Yeah, anyways, Nick, I hope you're doing well. You didn't want to join us, but I hope Mark kicks your ass kind of, so the rest of the league can breathe a little bit. So yeah. Let's go.
Hello everyone. You may notice that I am a tiny white man in a circle at the moment. Don't worry. Gonna fix that in a minute. Just want to say I'm really excited to be here. If I win, that'll be 10 wins in a row. Something I'm sort of striving for. I like the number 11, so I'm shooting for 11 in a row. Could be fun. If I lose today, I won't be shocked. And honestly, no one else should be either, because Mark has gone from Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron mistake to literally has probably watched every Fandom movie in the past week. So I wouldn't be overly shocked. And I love the dude. The dude's so great. So I expect a good match at the very least. And I just wanted to do something to pay a little respect to my opponent. So Mark, good luck, my friend.
Cameron, I am horrified. I'm speechless, Cam. I don't know what to think. Should I be afraid? Should I be happy? Is this a mind game? I don't know what's happening. Cam.
Yeah, I don't know. We set up the call, and Nick refused to turn his camera on. We knew something was going to happen. I expected a lot of different things. This couldn't have been one of them.
I kind of love it, though. I don't know. This is going to be weird. Okay, let's get into the match. It's a title match, so here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 5 rounds, starting out with round number 1. It is going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. Gentlemen, it is a title match, so you get 4 repeats. 4 repeats for this match and 1 challenge rule. And if either of you get all 10 questions correct, you will get that bonus question. So are there any questions from the competitors before we get started?
Not about the match.
This looks terrible on me, but I'm committed. So.
When did you decide to do this?
About an hour ago.
Sounds great. All right, Cam, why don't you go ahead and give us question 1?
Absolutely. Your first question will come in the category of why a dystopia. In Divergent, after Eric tells Will to go grab his knives during the knife throwing, Triss speaks up against Eric. Eric then makes Triss do what?
Have you seen this movie, Cameron Holtzman?
I saw this movie in the theater because I loved the books. I think I may or may not have shown up like with Divergent temporary tattoos of all the faction symbols.
Nice.
Because I got them like with the books.
That's how you get the ladies. 5.
Yeah, that's how you do it when you're 14 or 13-year-old Cameron.
Pens down. Nick, we're gonna start with you.
I said stand in Will's place while Thor throws knives in her direction.
And Mark.
I said stand in the target zone.
We can accept both of those answers. So 1-1 as we get into your next question, which is in Fandom quotes. It's everyone's favorite quotes. Your question is, which James Bond villain said, "Man has climbed Mount Everest, gone to the bottom of the ocean, fired rockets at the moon, split the atom, achieved miracles in every field of human endeavor, except crime"? It was a long quote, but I think I got there.
Yeah, you know, good old quotes and James Bond, everyone's favorite two things combined into one.
Sometimes you have to take the two favorites and just smash them together. You got to do it sometimes.
Yeah, 5, you got to do it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, we are going to start with you.
I guess Blofeld.
And Nick.
I said Dr. No.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Goldfinger.
Oh,
it is Goldfinger. So no perfect rounds today, but we move on to the next question. What is it, Cam?
It is in the category of Disney live action. Tim giving me YA and Disney live action. I like this. In Muppet Treasure Island, Kermit the Frog plays a character with what position on the ship the Hispaniola?
Thank you for knowing how to say the name of the ship.
I mean, I'm kind of the Disney live action guy. I would hope I know the things about the movies in this category.
I like some Disney stuff, like, you know, Stitch's ass in my face, because I do that a lot with this shirt. 5.
I was going to say, didn't you point that out in the match that just came out the other day?
I point it out all the time now that Nick did. Nick, we're going to start with you.
Captain?
And Mark.
So first mate.
Captain is correct. So Nick will take the 2-1 lead as we get into the fourth question, which is in the category of Star Wars. In The Force Awakens, what is the name of the traitor on Jakku who Rey steals the Falcon from and wants to purchase BB-8? Oh, man. It's been a long day. I'm very sleepy at this moment.
That's fair. Do you guys get the holiday weekend? Do you guys get tomorrow off in America?
Most people do.
Not to date when this match is happening, but
I work in the service industry, so yes, I have to work, but I get time and a half, so 5, 4,
it's always good.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, we're going to start with you.
Sure. It's like Goro.
And Nick.
Unkar Plutt.
Nick is correct. Unkar Plutt is the correct answer. What is next, Cameron?
Your next question comes in the category of the worlds of DC. In Wonder Woman 1984, what is the side effect from making a wish on the Dreamstone?
And we will take a very general answer.
This isn't the worst movie in this category, but that's not hard.
Yeah, it's still not a good one.
No.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan of this one.
It's not as good as Shazam or other films.
Fair. 5, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Nick.
Said you have to give something up.
Mark.
That makes sense. I said lose their memory.
Nick is correct. So we will move on to the next question, which is in Planet of the Apes. How many years after the events of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes does War for the Planet of the Apes take place?
So, like, the first movie in this franchise, I have one major problem with, and it's that it spends the first half an hour being like, oh man, there's these creatures on this planet, but we're not going to show them because we can't tell you what they are. What could they be? As though the movie isn't called Planet.
5, 4, 3. That's funny. 2, 1. Ben's down.
True.
We're going to go to Mark first.
I said 3 years.
And Nick.
I was between 2 and 3, and I said 2.
2 is the correct answer. So Nick gets another point as we get into the next category, which is what, Cam?
The next category is Marvel, non-MCU Marvel to be specific. In X-Men, what possession of Scott's does Logan steal when he sets out to get Rogue at the train station?
This movie's good.
This is. I was going to say the idea of non-MCU Marvel will, of course, soon become obsolete, making fandom showrunners everywhere annoyed when people ask, what are we going to do about this?
Yeah. It's just
I'm assuming the answer is not a damn thing.
2, 1. Pens down. Nick.
Is motorcycle?
And Mark.
Yeah, it's motorcycle.
Motorcycle is correct. So both will hit that one as we get into your next question in the category of Mission Impossible. In Mission Impossible 3, who plays Declan Gormley, an IMF agent who assists Ethan on his team? I like this movie a lot.
I do too. I think it's better than Rogue Nation. Sorry.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm a sucker for this one. I think it's just cool.
It's my third favorite. 5.
I think it's also my third.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mark.
So Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
And Nick.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
That is correct. All right, what's next, Cam?
Oh, it's in my favorite category, horror icons. In which film in the Halloween series does Michael Myers kill a teen named Michael who is overly protective of his car?
See, it's funny because the killer's name is Michael, but then he kills someone named Michael because the writers were that lazy.
Yeah. You know, my favorite part is the one in Friday the 13th, 12, where he just kills an entire meeting of people all named Jason.
You love to see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Nick, we'll start with you.
It said Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.
And Mark.
So Halloween 2, 2009.
Nick is correct. It is The Revenge of Michael Myers, Halloween 5. As we get into the final question of the round, which is in Middle-earth. And the question is, in an unexpected journey, what type of creature does Gollum kill with a rock the first time we see him? Would you use a rock as a weapon?
It depends on the rock. If we're talking just like a little stone, not really. If we're talking like I can wield Dwayne Johnson like a war hammer in both hands, 100%.
It's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, we'll start with you.
That's true. Is that a fish?
And Nick.
Goblin.
Goblin is correct. So we end round number 1. Nick has the lead 9-3. Is that what you have, Cam?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to move into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece unless you choose to go to multiple choice. Then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in round number 2, and both of you still have all 4 repeats and challenges available. There is no spinners or opponent's choice on this wheel per the request of the champion, but the categories on it today are Fandom Oscars, Disney live action, scores and soundtracks, DC, Star Wars, Why Dystopia, Planet of the Apes, Mission Impossible, and Worlds of DC. So, Nick, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Mark?
I'll let Mark try to take the bane of my existence off this wheel.
Okay, sounds good. So this is going to be the spin for Mark. And it lands on Disney live action. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Yeah, I got to shoot. Spin again.
All right. This is what you are stuck with. And it lands on Mission Impossible.
Okay.
All right, Mark, I will go ahead and give you your questions in Mission Impossible as soon as I scroll over to them. Are you ready, sir?
Yep.
All right, your first question in the category of Mission Impossible. In Mission Impossible Fallout, Sloan refers to Ethan as a scalpel and then refers to Walker as what?
A hammer.
That is correct. 2 points. Your second question. How much money does Ethan initially demand from Max when he first meets her in Mission Impossible?
$10 million.
That is incorrect. Nick, chance for a 2-point steal.
The number $150,000 came to my head. That's my answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Mark, your third question. In Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, what type of transportation is the safe room that Ethan and Brandt meet Benji and Carter on after being attacked and crashing in a river?
A train.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your fourth question. What is hidden along with a message in the program that Billy gives to Naya at the horse race in Mission Impossible 2? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, it's going to be Mark's first repeat. What is hidden along with a message in the program that Billy gives to Naya at the horse race in Mission Impossible 2?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, an earpiece, B, money, C, chimera antidote, or D, a USB drive.
An earpiece?
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question. Who plays Atlee in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
I don't remember saying. Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Tom Hollander, B, Sean Harris, C, Alec Baldwin, D, Simon McBurney.
Repeat the options.
Yep, your options again are A, Tom Hollander, B, Sean Harris, C, Alec Baldwin, D, Simon McBurney.
Say D.
That is correct for 1 point. So Mark gets his total up to 9, but with the steal, I have Nick at 11. Is that what you have, Cam? Okay. So we will bring back up the wheel. And the spin for Nick. Oh, look at that. Nick, it lands on Fandom Oscars. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Again. Please don't screw me. Spin again.
I am shocked. Okay, here's the spin.
Oh, come on.
And it lands on Worlds of DC.
Okay, that's so much better. You don't even understand.
All right, so I'm going to have Cam give Nick his questions in the category of Worlds of DC. Nick, are you ready?
Yes.
Cam, are you good?
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead.
All right, your first question. Which Worlds of DC film features characters named Brett and Burke Breyer?
Shazam.
That is correct for 2 points. I did not pronounce the exclamation point, but we'll allow it.
I thought about adding it. Yeah.
Your next question. Mira's ship is hidden inside of what underwater when we first see it in Aquaman?
It's been chum butter or something like that. I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, a sunken boat, B, a shipping container, C, a crater, or D, a whale carcass.
Okay, a shipping container.
That is correct for 1 point. Captain Boomerang carries a stuffed animal of what with him in Suicide Squad?
Unicorn.
That is correct for 2 points. What sport is Lex playing inside of LexCorp when we first meet him in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice?
Basketball.
Tim, they're all red. I believe that's correct, but all of the things in the document are red. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the typo?
No, it's just when I copied it over to the other
document. All of them were red in the document, so I had to make sure. Your final question in Worlds of DC. Who plays Ellen Yee in Birds of Prey?
Oh, mother trucker. Oh, that sucks. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Rosie Perez, B, Journey Smollett Bell, C, Ella Bosco, or D, Ali Wong.
Ali Wong.
That's correct for another point.
All right, so Nick checking to multiple choice a couple times, but gets his total up to 19 to Mark's 9. Is that what you have, Cam?
That is correct.
All right, so we're going to move on to round 3. This is the filmography round. Here's what's going to happen. We are going to give each player a set of filmography questions. We will give them 2 clues leading towards a actor or actress. The 3 questions are worth 1, 2, and 3 points respectively. Mark has 3 points or 3 repeats remaining. Nick has all 4. Any questions about how the round is going to work with the questions?
No.
All right, Nick, you're in the lead. Do you want set 1 or set 2?
I'll take set 1, please.
All right, so Cam, why don't you go ahead and give Mark his filmography questions in set 2?
Absolutely, Mark. Your 1 point question. Who plays an MCU heroine and a Middle-earth elf?
Evangeline Lilly.
That is correct for 1 point. Your 2 point question. Who plays a Wizarding World wizard and a Star Wars general?
Domhnall Gleeson.
That is correct for 2 points. And your 3 point question. Who plays a horror icon and a Marvel mutant?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. Your 3 point question once again. Who plays a horror icon and a Marvel mutant?
I don't think it's right. The only name coming to mind is Kane Hodder.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Tyler Mane. Tyler Mane.
All right.
Sabretooth and the worst Michael Myers.
You shush. So We will move over. Mark gets his total up to 12. We'll move over to Nick for his 1-pointer. Nick, your 1-pointer. Who plays a Disney live-action circus owner and a DC hero? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be Nick's first repeat. Who plays a Disney live-action circus owner and a DC hero?
Does Michael Keaton?
That is correct for 1 point.
I thought Danny DeVito was the circus guy. No.
They both own.
They both own separate circuses.
Got it.
All right. Your 2-pointer, Nick. Who plays a Pixar emotion and a Disney animated video game racer?
Mindy Kaling.
That is correct for 2 points. And your 3-pointer. Who plays a DreamWorks villain and a Star Trek Next Generation villain? Five, 4, 3, 2.
F. Murray Abraham.
That is correct for 3 points. All right, so I have Nick in the lead with 25 to Mark.
25 to 12, yeah.
Okay. As we bring up the deep cut round for round 4, here's how it's going to work. We have a wheel with deep cut movies on them that were drafted by the competitors. We are going to spin the wheel for each question. If whatever category we land on, the players will get that question from that movie. Then we'll spin again for 5 questions. Each question is worth 2 points a piece. I think that about does it. Mark, you have 2 repeats remaining. Nick, 3. Any questions? All right. So the first spin for the deep cut wheel is going to come from the Maze Runner. So your first question will be in the Maze Runner. Gentlemen, are you ready? All right, your first question. When Teresa comes into the glade, she's accompanied with a note. What does the note say? I like this movie.
I do too. I think having surprisingly never seen The Death Cure all the way through, I know this is the better of the 2 that I've seen.
1, hands down. I would agree with that. Mark, we'll start with you.
She's the last one ever.
And Nick.
She's the last one ever.
That is correct for 2 points a piece. All right, so we'll bring back the wheel for your next spin. And this question is going to come from 68's Planet of the Apes. And Cam, you'll take the second question in the set of 5, so you know. Okay.
All right, your question in 1968's Planet of the Apes. What is the first word spoken by an ape in the film? Of course, up till this point, we don't know they're apes because nothing would have given us that indication.
I've never thought of it.
They're apes.
I've never thought of it like that, but they do totally play off the whole movie as if like that whole beginning is.
It's
like,
some big secret, so the movie isn't called Planet of the Apes.
You're so right though, and that's hilarious. 5, 4.
60s were weird, man.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Nick.
Smile.
And Mark.
Said human.
Smile is correct. All right, we get into the next spin. It's going to come from the Order of the Phoenix. All right. Gentlemen, your question in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Luna asks Harry if he can really produce what kind of spell in the meeting at the Hog's Head.
I think this is one of the best Wizarding World films, and some people disagree with me when I say that, and I don't know why.
I disagree with you. I mean, I like it, but it is my least favorite Harry Potter movie.
This is my second favorite Harry Potter film.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, we'll start with you.
The Patronus Charm.
And Nick.
Patronus Charm.
Patronus Charm is correct. So both will hit, bringing it to 31 to 16, I believe. All right. So the next question is going to come from the Maze Runner again, because why not? And you get to read it this time, Cam.
Absolutely. Your question in the Maze Runner. What are the last words of Ava Page's recording? And we're looking for 4 words.
Didn't mean for all this words thing to happen with this movie, but it just kind of happened that way.
Yeah. You put them in a random order, and then just they keep getting hit in the exact right order that they need to be.
Yeah. 5, 4,
The way it happens.
2, 1. Pens down. Nick, we will start with you.
Remember, wicked is good.
And Mark.
They all said, remember, wicked is good.
Remember, wicked is good is the correct answer. As we get into the last question of the round, which will be from frickin' Planet of the Apes. I hate it when this happens. Okay, great. I put so much more. Anyway, your question. Name every character who goes into the cave at the end of the film. I'll give you a little bit of extra time.
I mean, at least it was 3 of the movies. Remember how it used to be where you would spin only one movie, and also wouldn't they write a movie for every single category? And
correct.
You wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah, been there. Yeah, I had to play / write that thing. Not a fan.
I also wrote one of those, but we don't talk about that.
Yep.
One.
All right, I would give you a little extra time. Sorry, it's my bad. Yeah, those were the
random no study movie was Catwoman.
Or
we all had a blast.
The Sword and the Stone. I still wish I was dead. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we will start with you.
I said Dr. Zaius, Cornelius, Zira, Taylor, and Nova.
And Nick.
Dr. Zaius, Taylor, Nova, Cornelius, and Zira.
And your winner and still Fandom Fights champion, Nick Twohig. Both were correct, Cameron. But with the point deficit, Nick does win the match by knockout. What'd you think of the match, Cam?
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic match. I think once again, Nick proving why he's the champion. The mustache apparently fueling his powers. So maybe he should keep it around. I assume I'm going to see shaking of heads from backstage. Mark doing the best that he could. Just I think the wheel didn't really show up on what he wanted to, and then missing that 3 in the filmography round. All that kind of combined into just Nick missed one question this entire match, and it was in round 1, and Mark had to be playing pretty much perfect in order to keep pace with him, and unfortunately that just wasn't how things went. But
so we will bring in the whole crew and because I'm assuming Cody as well. Yep.
Oh, Mark doesn't talk.
Go ahead. I'll let you do your thing.
I mean, it's a lot of fun from my side because I have a force that really no one can really contend against. He's like the damn Patriots at this point. Like, even me backstage, I'm like, motherfucker, will you just lose because you're just too good for this game? But it just proves how dominant he is. He knows the game inside and out. I said even when he doesn't take it like fully serious, like he has so much knowledge up there from all this. He also writes this, like, helps write. So it's like he's always in this game. He's always around this game. He's hosting this game. It's so hard to play against him. But I think Mark did a great job. I think you've done as good as everybody else that has contended for him against the belt. It was a KO, but everybody that gives him an inch in any match, doesn't matter, round one, the deficit could be 3 points. That's all he needs to continue to go. And it's just, he's one of the greatest deep cut studiers in this. So, and you didn't scare away from the deep cuts. You went in there, you studied, you batted, you just couldn't contain, because going into the deep cut round, he had to have missed 2, and you had to go perfect for you to go to round 3 at that point. So, and it was a new match for you too. You never played a 5-round before. This is your first experience in it. We joined Fandom last year as a fucking joke, and now you're playing for a title. So who knows another year in this league what you can do. So I'm happy for both my guys. I didn't have to stress. I didn't have to do anything. Nick, you're fantastic, dominant force. Didn't miss the question after the first in round 1. You had to go multiple a few times, which I know you hate yourself, but that just makes Tim happy. Because I fucker didn't know that on 2. Yeah, it's just it's a great time to be in the first order in Fandom. Like, the belts ain't leaving anytime soon, so doesn't matter who's sitting there at the end of the line. We'll be ready. Mark will be back next season, I guess, in singles. I don't know if he's got anything else in singles coming up, but he's got teams with Tyler, and they proved what they can do. So, yeah, I'm not putting – this will just piss off Mark more than anything. He'll start watching some of the stuff that he missed tonight, and it won't be a miss next time. So, and you guys got to watch 68's Planet of the Apes and Maze Runner, and I don't know what the other – and Order of the Phoenix and those other 7 movies, just all up here for next time. All up here for next time. Tim, too. Good job.
Yeah,
you guys can talk. Yeah.
I'm so happy. Mark, did you want to – I know you don't speak usually. Did you want to add anything?
I'll add a little bit. Yeah, this went about as well as I thought it would. Like, I kind of figured if I, didn't show up in round 1, it was going to turn out like this. And I got I find it funny Cam mentioned the wielding of my weight. I got a category I really liked, and I flubbed that 2-pointer big time. And
he just had to shoot. He knew it was the same situation with Maggie last year with Wizarding World. She can't afford 1 points against him. She has to shoot. He had to shoot for 2, and I would have told him the exact same thing. It just, the fucker sitting across the table and goes, $150,000 is ringing, and just pulls it out of thin air. You said $10 million. You were nowhere close to it, but his mind just, a spark lit off. It's like, I remember this one time, 17 times watching this film. I know exactly. Like, it's insane. So I don't blame him for shooting for 2. I would have told him the exact same thing. But you can't afford 1-pointers against Twohig. You just, especially when you're down 6 leaving round 1. So sorry, I had to insert there because we were excited. I was excited to see Mission Impossible, but then
I'll just say I'm hoping to at least play Nick and Tim one more time.
It happens more
this season.
They're identical twins. It's crazy. They look look alike.
Yeah. Hopefully, me and Tyler can make a run.
Now people are going to be confusing me and Mark. Am I right?
Nick, anything?
Let's lose that forever.
Yeah, just a couple things. Number one, first and foremost, Mark Menchaca is the only person who should ever wear this facial style, and I apologize to everyone. Number 2, I genuinely believe that Mark Menchaca is a future Fandom champion. I just don't think he had a chance to get a foothold today, and it just didn't work out his way, which happens. Happened to me versus Scully a long time ago, and it made me a crazy person. So maybe it'll do the same for Mark. There's also like some luck that plays into it. Like everyone wants to sit and be like, "Oh, Nick's so great at the deep cut rounds." All 3 deep cut movies were ones that like we just did for the last title match, so I had already watched them, and then I watched them again, so they were burned in there. But on top of that, I'm happy to have won. Happy to keep the streak going, and yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if me and Tim saw Mark and Tyler at the end of the year.
Yeah. All right. So, great match. Thanks, guys. We'll see everybody very soon with other things. So, for everybody here tonight, Nick, Mark, Cody, Cameron, thanks for co-hosting with me. This has been Fandom Fights. Who knows what's going to happen next in the world of singles? It is a mystery, and I'm looking forward to it to see what happens with Nick next because, I mean, the dude's kind of unstoppable at this point. We might have to shake things up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. See everybody very soon. Until next time. Bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash.
Nick!
Tim!
Good job, buddy. You beat Mark. I mean,
yeah.
Mark's a good guy, but like you're kind of playing at the top of your game right now, so it was a really good defense. I'm proud
Thanks,
of you.
man. Appreciate it.
You know, but there is a glaring thing that we've forgotten about.
What is it noticeable?
I have my title shot, dude. I won the free for all, and I'm going to use it against you because fuck you.
Well, that's
I'm kidding. I love you, but I'm going to use it against you.
Okay, like right now. I mean, I just played Mark. You want to play right now?
No, because if you remember, you just beat my ass too. So I need some time. Final event. I'm taking you on.
Oh, all right, cool. So Nick versus Tim 2 or 3. It'll be the third. It's Nick versus Tim 3.
Third time.
The singles. Cool. I love it.
I'm excited.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt this little powwow we got going on. But I also, if you remember, was the MVP of the free-for-all. So I have a shot as well that I want to cash in. So I want a shot at Nick as well.
That is a thing.
Yeah, you can't just like play Nick. You got like that's not how it works.
Well, we can't. Hang on. First of all, we can't do. I can't play both of you. There's only one match. We couldn't do 3 people in a title match. Could we? I
don't see why not. But I mean, it's a moot point. He has a contender match. He doesn't.
Yeah, so you want a contender match. You don't want a title match. You got to play someone.
You should have used it earlier, buddy.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? Fine. I'll play whoever it is. Hell, I'll play the next person that walks into this stream. Next person I see.
I just watched Hamilton for the 14th time. And
Mother,
guys, it should be Fandom.
Trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.